Hello and welcome to another update video about ZILLIQA. ZILLIQA, a cryptocurrency I've been following now for a couple of weeks, really since it started pumping after a lot of people wanted a video about ZILLIQA. I think I started covering it when it was around 13.5 or 15 cents, so a little bit higher than where we are now. And I told you that after the 2nd of April you can expect a retracement or a correction, and this is quite a significant one. Yeah, pretty much as expected after the event, after the 2nd of April. We're pretty much at a 45% discount now compared to the all-time high. We can see that ZILLIQA has come down now below the 50% Fibonacci retracement level. In the last video we were around 14 cents. I said it's really looking like we're coming down further. The momentum hasn't changed yet. The momentum is still pushing further down. We're not yet oversold. And typically, if we count this here as a first impulse to the upside, we talked about that this is potentially already here the first impulsive wave that ZILLIQA is doing here to the upside, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that we're now here expecting that correction. So that impulse would also at the same time be a first wave 1, impulsive wave 1, and that you're coming down now in a wave 2. Now a wave 2 would typically come into the region of at least the 50% retracement, but normally lower. So as we broke below the 13.2 cent level, I think we are now heading towards 10.9 cents. I think this is certainly a level where it really then has a significant chance to turn around, because this is the 61.8% fib level. But if we don't really see a strong reaction to that fib level, it can also be, and that would actually be my primary expectation, that the price is coming down into the region around the 78.6% fib level. That is what most cryptos are gonna see in a wave 2. Yeah, we've seen that across the board here in the current correction, that cryptos mostly come down to the 78.6% fib level. And also in this wave 2, I would expect that. But bear in mind that nothing moves in a straight line. So you can certainly see here a move down, maybe find a bit of a move up, and then come down finally. So basically an A, B, C correction. That is where I would primarily expect the price to land. Originally, I wanted to start dollar cost averaging into ZILLIQA at around 13.9, 14 cents. But yeah, after seeing how impulsive we are coming down, I'm still waiting, and I have kept on waiting until I see a momentum change to the upside. So I haven't seen that yet. I think we are dropping further. It's all going according to plan. And if we add to that now the VPVR, so that we can see the previous volume, get an idea of previous support and resistance levels, we can see why we're dropping so fast, because there isn't really a lot of previous volume here. Next support will be really, and you can see that how this peak comes out, is really around that 61.8% fib level at 10.9 cents. This is quite a bit of an area of support here, going down all the way to just below 10 cents. And I think this would be the area where I will then start to dollar cost average into ZILLIQA, because I'm not yet invested, and I've been telling you throughout this whole move up, I mean not the whole move up, but I started covering ZILLIQA when it was already quite overbought. Warned you that we're going to see a strong move down, and this is exactly what is happening now. It's no reason to panic. It's actually quite bullish. You need to see these strong corrections down after a first impulse in order to build the structure for further upside. So this is actually healthy. This is important. It's not going to go to zero in my opinion here. Absolutely not. We've only just come below the level where you would expect the price to go to at a minimum anyway. So as I told you here, that 50% retracement level is the absolute minimum that a cryptocurrency, or generally a stock or a price chart, needs to retrace to in a wave 2. Because the wave 2 retracement is normally fairly strong. However, why am I not dollar cost averaging in already? Because, or let me just hide that VPVR. So basically, because if we take a look here first, let's just add the EMA ribbon to the chart. And let's go to the 4-hour chart. See if it shows the EMA ribbon. Because we have only just broken here on the 4-hour chart below the EMA ribbon, that has accelerated the downtrend. So we've broken that, and I think we are gonna see here a short signal fairly quickly. If I add the Donchian channel to the chart, you can see that we're actually actively breaking the Donchian channel to the downside. As soon as we move away from the Donchian channel lower band, I think this might already then indicate a momentum shift. At the moment, we don't see that momentum shift yet. At the moment, we are still breaking down that Donchian channel further and further. And here now on the 8-hour chart, we are just about to break that Donchian channel. That will be now a very, very important level here. We're just touching it. So it will be very interesting how this is going to turn out now on the 8-hour chart. Here, we have not broken below the EMA ribbon yet on the 8-hour chart. And on the daily, I think we have much more room for further downside. But also here, we have just crossed the middle line of that Donchian channel. So there is more scope before we actually touch the EMA ribbon on the daily. And that would be exactly at the 10.9 cent level. And therefore, I expect here further downside momentum, and currently I think I'm going to start dollar cost averaging in at 10.9 cents. However, that might change if I don't see the momentum slow down. I mean, we only now see here an emerging bearish crossover on the daily, so there is more downside potential possible. So I'll keep a close eye on the chart, and we only recently broke here below the overbought level on the daily RSI. So I mean, it is certainly possible that we see a momentum shift to the upside again, and then I will consider to go in. At the moment, however, even here on the 4-hour chart, you can see that while it was already starting to decrease negative momentum on the 4-hour MACD, it's now starting again with that negative momentum, but we're now close to being oversold on the 4-hour chart. And this is where I might add a first position, not with that much, not with a lot of money yet, because I expect primarily we are gonna go down further, but I want to add a first position of ZILLIQA. I want to get the foot in the door because I don't have a foot in the door yet, and I'm really, really glad that I waited. Pretty much, as I said, around the 50 or 45 to 50% discount from the all-time high. No, sorry, it was not the all-time high, wasn't it, that we made, but around a 45% discount from the previous high here a few days ago, and I think it was worth the wait because now we can get ZILLIQA at a discount pretty much as expected. And for everybody who's new in the crypto market, it might also be a little bit of a learning that typically after those nearly parabolic moves up, you always get down a correction. Nothing moves up in a straight line. There is always another entry point. Nobody's going to miss the boat. There's always a correction. There's always another opportunity. And we need to see this longer term. We need to see this over years, that there will be always new entry points. And I, of course, keep you very much updated on this channel. I cover ZILLIQA at the moment a little bit more because it's highly interesting how that price moved up so fast. Then on the other hand, I'm also interested in the metaverse in general. And ZILLIQA has got the Metapolis. And then it's very interesting how it's now correcting down. It's all working according to plan. And I'm soon going to start adding here ZILLIQA to my portfolio. I need to be careful not to have too many different cryptos in my portfolio. But from time to time, when there is one that I really like, also from a fundamental point of view and the vision the project has and the team and everything, then I'm gonna add also something in addition to what I already have. Because I need to, I always say don't have too many cryptos. You will lose the overview at some point. It will become very, very hard to manage. And this is then when it's getting particularly challenging because you need to keep an eye on your cryptos. If you have 20, 30 coins, it is really hard to keep an overview. And therefore, I always try to limit the number of different coins I have. But it is challenging, in a space where we've got more than 12,000 different cryptos. I don't know how many there are, to be honest, but it's more than that. And it's growing every day. So it is really, really more and more challenging to keep an eye on all these different cryptocurrencies. Bear in mind, we are still so early in the space. We are still so early. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And to be honest, I don't know if ZILLIQA will be here in 5 years, but for now it is a highly, highly interesting project. And I think this was only the first wave, and we're soon going to see the completion here of that correction of that wave 2, and we're going to turn around again and we are going to see a wave 3, and that will be highly interesting. All right, that's my view on ZILLIQA. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.